Hi, guys.
Hey, what
Hey.
a riveting opening, Chris. What a riveting opening by Stephanie.
Oh, are we live?
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
Is
goodness.
it on? Is this thing on?
Yoni, what are you doing to me? All right. Anyway, we are here with the amazing Chris Stevenson from Jordy, hosted by Keone Productions, and we are so happy to be here. We are going to talk all things, but specifically, Chris is an amazing designer for the ballroom dance world. Not just a designer, he is the Chanel and Hermes of. He just left.
No, Stephanie, always keep going. Just keep going. Don't point out to the audience that he's left because
All
I was
right, can
about
we
to.
start
I was,
over?
no, 'cause I was about to do this until you said he left. Like, just
It's
keep
been a
going.
while. When's the last time?
Chris, you told me she was a professional.
I definitely never said that. I'm just irritated about my glasses being crooked. That's what it's really.
Actually, okay, so as I was saying, Jordy designs for the top world champions all over the world. And he's getting ready for a big competition coming up. So we're going to hear all about that. I also have some guests for him today. I know he doesn't know, but I do have two
Right.
guests in the studio
No,
today.
it's an illegitimate child and my ex-wife.
All right. Well, I was going to actually save that for like a later podcast. Today, it was just going to be two of your clients.
Oh,
One is wondering where their dress is. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just
here we
kidding.
go.
No, I'm totally kidding. But I do have two guests in the studio. So if we want to bring them out later, I guess Keone, you'll let me know when I should bring them out. Or should it be now? Should it be now? We'll wait
They're
for them.
coming from behind the curtain like a big unveil.
They are. They
Okay.
are. Before that, though, can you tell us what you're preparing for over there? Because I know you're super busy.
I can't get a word in.
Oh,
So,
you got a
well,
big
hello,
thing
Stephanie.
going
Hello,
on.
Keone. How are you? Well,
I'm doing great.
good. So, yeah, so basically we have four major competitions every year in the real dance world, so to speak. And the first one starts right off the bat, like on the third week of January. It's in the south coast of England in a town called Bournemouth. It's the UK Championships, and that's what's going on. So we leave on Saturday, and I'm probably bringing with me I think about 16, 17 custom costumes that we've 16 or 17 dresses, custom dresses we made, and then probably about 30 pieces of menswear. And all the top dancers in the world amateur champion, the world professional champion, they're all going to be wearing them next week, hopefully, if everything fits.
Of course it will.
Hopefully, if
I,
everything fits.
that's actually really interesting. Something about Chris and one of his specialties, I think, because I've been doing this a long time. I've had many, many costumes made over the last 3 decades. And the one thing about when you get a dress from Jordy, it fits like right away. You get the size, like when you do a fitting, you know how and I'm sure like there's a lot, if there's, models or actors watching, you have to go in for several fittings and,
Yeah.
but he gets the fitting spot on. It's like doing an Academy Award dress and getting it right the first time. I highly doubt that happens. I mean, I don't know.
I got a question for you, Chris, because I know you
Hmm.
probably have a story doing it all this time. What's like your craziest like insta fix? Like something major happened and you had, like everybody has a story where they took chewing gum and thread and fixed something that was really difficult to fix. Do you have any stories like that where you had to come up on the fly and like do something crazy to fix something?
Well, actually, so just recently, we were at the Dutch Open in a town called Assen in northern Holland. And the world champions, world professional champions, Marina Sergeeva and Doran, they had just won the Pro Latin the night before the professional Latin. And Donnie Burns, who is the 16 times undefeated world champion, a friend and a client of mine and their coach, said, hey, great job winning and everything. We'd like you guys to do a show dance tomorrow night. And that was at about 11:30 on the Saturday night. So Marina comes to me as I'm congratulating them. She goes, Chris, good news, bad. The good news is we got invited to do a show here tomorrow night. The bad news is I need a rumba dress.
Okay.
Was
Wow.
11:30 on Saturday night. She was doing the show at about 10 p.m. Sunday night. we're in Assen in a hotel, and I started thinking, okay, what do the drapes look like? What does the comforter look like? Maybe I can, just cut out a dress out of those things. But actually, so I ended up, I had brought with me happily like a bodysuit and some fabric. Long story short, we made a complete dress in one day. And for decoration, I actually cut up a different dress that I have and had these beautiful appliques, and we sort of placed them where we want them on the dress, and she danced in the dress that night. So shit like that we do sometimes. We try to avoid it because it's super stressful.
God, I can
That's
imagine.
incredible.
Jeez.
Oh, that is incredible.
But that's not typical. That been doing this a very, very, very long time, 40 years.
Right.
And in fact, in this room, there's pictures of me when I started dancing in 1975, at like 5 and 6 years old. Um, so when I was younger, there was a lot of stress, and we were still figuring things out and stuff. But we've got an awesome team, and good organization now going on. So, but we're still dealing with dancers. Dancers are chaotic. They're artists, and you know, we like a lot of them. Like for instance, we're going to be there Saturday. The actual pro comp is on Thursday night, Thursday afternoon, Thursday night. So we're getting there early so we can meet with everybody for fittings. A lot of them are like showing up on Tuesday. I'm like, Tuesday, what if everybody shows up on Tuesday and everybody needs a 3 hour adjustment and there's 15 dresses, 30 pieces of menswear.
Are you? I mean, you don't have a team of bunch of minions running around, or is it just
Well,
you?
yeah, but I'm not bringing
Right.
all those minions to the United Kingdom.
Oh yeah, that's right. That could be pretty expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
It's one
Here he
thing going.
is. Now
There's a
that would be
difference when
fabulous.
And then on the other side, don't you have a lot of people that want their dresses way early? On the other side of it, maybe not the at that particular
The,
competition, but on the
here,
smaller ones.
yeah, here's the thing. So the less experienced the dancer, the more anxious they are about the costume.
Yeah.
I can
The
imagine.
these guys, they're pros. They know that they know I always, always, always deliver.
Yep.
So
You do.
and until I don't, I expect faith, trust, and
One hundred percent. No, that I can definitely attest to.
Well, the thing I can appreciate, and I'm just speaking, and the reason why I like being on here is because I'm a person that's not in the dance world. So when I'm speaking for people who have no idea what you're doing, but they'll be watching this. It's one thing to design a suit. It's one thing to design a dress that someone's wearing to prom. It's one thing to design a garment that people are going to be moving their ass off in.
And that's the other thing that is so wonderful because sometimes if you look at the dress like on the hanger, first of all his dresses are different and unique and like nothing else. But also sometimes when you see it on the hanger, it's like you can't really envision it in motion, and to be able to design a dress in movement and see it flow and see what it's going to do on the dance floor in front of the lights, in front of the judges. It's amazing what he can do. Is not only that, like I've seen people say, "Oh, well, I don't like half of that costume," and he's literally like, "That's fine," and he'll like cut off an entire like. Just think if you had a whole applique of a dress, all these details to just cut it up. These dresses are. I won't even say. I mean, thousands and thousands of dollars. They take their hand stone and to just cut it up and re-put it together, just like no problem. Okay, I need it by Friday. I don't like the top half, or it didn't fit, or I'm going to take the zipper out. Like, think about how much goes into that.
Chris,
So
I think that sounds like just stuff that Stephanie put you through.
no,
Sound
Yeah.
like, sound like
you
she was
know, I have
speaking.
never.
Actually, I was
It
just
sounds like
sitting
she
back
was
here and
speaking from personal experience.
I didn't realize she was just going to wax poetically about, me. It's kind of cool. It's just like, a little infomercial, but it's not, I'll be honest with you. It's, the hard, the unique part of it, I think, is not the designing. There's lots of people can draw and design.
No, but that's another thing that you're so good at.
No, but it's the ability to then make the piece. So, for instance, yes, I've got fantastic staff now, but when I started 40 years ago, I didn't. So, most of the people that are my competitors in this industry, most of them, the most they can do is draw. Very few of them can cut patterns, can sew, make dresses, make menswear, tailor, all that stuff in addition to the designing. And for me, like, that's vital. Like, if you don't know how, it's like an architect who doesn't know how buildings are built. So otherwise, you're just somebody who can draw pretty pictures. You know what I mean? So for example, to add to the stress of this week, because my head dressmaker she's sick with the flu. So we found that out on Sunday. So in addition to the cutting and the overseeing that I would normally be doing in the sewing room this week, 2 of the world champions' dresses were not done, and normally she makes them. So with my overseas, so I'm making them. So I did one yesterday, and I'm in the middle of doing the second one today. And at the same time, overseeing all the menswear that's getting made and the other dresses and the decoration and stuff. So it's pretty manic. It's hard to get to sleep weeks like this. I hate going to bed. Like, I'm very excited to be awake, and like literally you need something to get you down at night, because you're just like, no, you did. And it's not like a bad stress. It's a super exhilarating stress. Like, I love it.
It's amazing. That is amazing.
You want some? Here's some stress.
No, I don't want the stress. I just
well, there's good and bad stress, right? Like, bad stress is, so if you look at this thing, so this Salvo and Sasha, the world amateur champions, dear friends of mine, they just stayed with us when they came for fittings. They stayed with us for the week. They live in Hong Kong, and now they've gone back to London ahead of us to get ready. So they had
we have guests.
I hear a lot. I hear a lot. Dude, listen, I love you, but all I hear is your voice coming out of this computer. What the
What's
hell?
going on, guys? Hello.
So,
Hey, I've seen that guy before. You had him come on and dance on one of your episodes.
No, that must be a different guy. He can't dance, this guy.
No, this guy. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm looking at him. Let me see his face. I might have got him mixed up. Either he was dancing.
him. Yes.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
He was
Wow,
on
look at that haircut, Vinny.
Either he was dancing or he came to collect money. That's what he looked like.
Yeah, that was.
He came to collect money for
I
the
do
dance.
both of those. I do both of those.
and this is Carol. Carol, how many show
Carol.
dances has Chris designed for you?
Oh,
How many show
hundreds,
dance
it
dresses?
seems like. I should have looked them all.
I know.
I tell you something funny about Carol, and actually, Vinny, this tells you a little bit about my life. So both of them obviously are in my phone, and I'm pretty freaking busy, and also without my glasses up close, I see you. I probably would make out. I'd probably make out. No, I would have to be guessing who the 3 of you are. So anyway. So what happens is Vinny is in my
I'm
phone.
the odd one out here. I'm the one of 3. I'm the odd one out. I guess I look somewhat of a girl. Okay,
Vinny is actually in my phone as Vunny, because I typed it wrong and never got around to fixing it. And he's been in my phone for 25 years or something. Now, Carol, normally I just have people's first name and then how I know them. So it would be like Carol, Vinny, and Stephanie, something like that.
Right.
But I tried to actually put her last name in my phone, and I wasn't sure. I knew it was kind of like an Italian kind of name or something. So she can I say your last name? Am I allowed? So her last name is Ansoldi, Carol Ansoldi, but I added a few extra syllables because and I've never changed it. So I think it's Ansolini or something like that. You're in my phone. And I know it's wrong, but I never changed it.
It's okay.
It's okay. It makes us
You're
original.
forgiven. You're
Hey, Chris,
forgiven.
I want you to do something right now.
Oh, what is it? Ultimate Pair Pants?
We're live on a podcast.
I want you to take a snapshot of this picture right here and hang it up in your studio. There you go.
All right, I guess that's
How's
enough.
that?
All right.
He was going to do
I
it.
want to make sure next time I see you on Zoom that you show me the picture. Right, John?
Yeah, who's John?
Keone.
The Keones?
Oh my God, this guy's ruining my production level. Here we go.
Fiona, you can't complain. You've been calling Stephanie Stacy every time we've
I've
been
been
on.
calling
That's
it up
right.
for 5
Do not
years,
start.
though. For
right.
5 years, I've been doing that.
Hey, you know what it is? I don't see you on the screen, so there's no picture of you on the screen.
Well,
that I'm
it's
looking at.
because I'm in a dark room and my eyes are closed. Okay.
So,
Well, then just smile.
can we talk about Carol's?
We need
All right, we'll have to show Carol's dresses next time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need some costumes. Just by the way, Jordy. So when you're done with all these
Because
champions,
Jordy has nothing else to do, right?
Well, actually, you know what? Sorry, we're gonna have to cancel this podcast because the one thing I stop everything for is taking orders. Hey, I gotta pay the bills.
Wait, Vinny and you hang out for a second because I want to show you guys something. Just keep talking. I want to show you something, but I have to wait for it to come
So-
up.
what was the inspiration on Carol's Tiffany blue dress? We should show that Tiffany blue. Do you remember that one? We have two dresses.
The one with the pearls.
The pearls was the white. What was the pearls on the Tiffany blue?
No, the
Pearl
Tiffany
with the
blue
white.
had the fringes. It almost kind of looked
It had a ton
like a
of
cowboy
stoning.
kind of.
Out of
V.
what? What are you saying, Carol? Out of what?
You know how they always have like an outfit with those fringy
The
things.
fringe. Okay.
Oh,
Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't. Sorry, make a lot of dresses. I don't totally recall that specific dress. If you showed me a photo, I would. But
yeah.
what most important thing is the person in front of me. So I view Carol a certain way. So I think she's very elegant lady and with stunning dark features and actually like
Yeah.
for her the way she's level of dancing and everything like that, her figure is actually like ideal because it's very symmetrical and hourglassy. When you combine elegant, sophisticated, feminine, sexy, but like curvy. So I'm
Talking
doing
about
that.
me or her?
Huh?
You talking about me or her?
Well, listen, Keone, we'll get you up there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Look at your.
That is
Vinny, what the? I realize. Well, hold on. You three look gorgeous. My God.
Chris looks 12.
He's
look
got
like-
a lot of-
Wow.
How many
Hold on. Leave it up there. I
12-year-olds?
want to take a picture of that. Hold on.
I'm
How
just,
many
that's good.
12-year-olds?
That's
Stephanie,
really cool.
Stephanie, how many 12-year-olds are you running around with a blonde beard?
Stephanie, as your lawyer de facto, don't answer that.
Oh, I love
You can
guys.
neither confirm nor deny.
Oh wait, hold on. I'll put it back up. I'm sorry. I took it down too early for
Actually,
you.
I think I want to get rid of my pointy beard. I like it without the pointy beard. I look good. Although he's got a V-neck on, I got a crew neck. How did you do that? That's amazing.
That's wild.
We look good.
Stephanie, I'm not just saying this, but damn, the AI version of you is hot. Wow.
I use AI pictures all the time. I've never seen it before.
No wrinkles.
So listen.
Oh wait, they haven't seen the cover picture for you guys. Wait till they see this one.
Oh my God. I look like Josh Brolin.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, he looks like him.
Yeah, he
I don't
looks
know who
like
that
him.
is.
I actually, hold on. I'm going to take a picture of that too because I love that too. I'm going to take it to a plastic surgeon.
Well, that's a really good idea. I think I'll do that.
Hey, Chris, what is it you'd like to be done? I want to look like him.
Look like you.
They made him a little more muscular, but that's you. That's you.
It's me and Vinny's body.
That's the thumbnail for episode 2. If you like the thumbnail for episode 2, this is the thumbnail for episode 1.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That's cool.
so
Wow.
cute.
You know who that
What's
looks
funny
like?
is I'm not wearing pants in that picture.
Oh my goodness.
You know what? I think I'm bisexual because I'm super attracted to myself right now.
Oh my God. That's called self-sexual, Chris.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Self-sexual.
It's all good. No labels.
All right. So we've gone off the rails, but that's what we do on Keone Productions. That's how our show.
Hey, I was talking
Stephanie
about
knows.
this thing before I rudely was interrupted. So this is the stress. This is called Whoop.
The
This band on my wrist. So
Oh,
Salvo
really?
and Sasha, they're all bragging about not bragging. They're like raving about it. Oh, when I was with them earlier in the year, you got to get this because it tells you all the data about everything. How are you sleeping? How are you recovering? Are you having enough strain? What's your stress level? What's the blood oxygen level?
that sounds
How many
stressful.
calories?
Yeah, it's good.
Yes, because one, I'm constantly checking it on the phone to see what my levels are. And two, I don't understand any of the results. So I try to figure out, are these good numbers or bad numbers? Am I dying or am I doing okay? Like,
Yeah, he's like, what's happening here? Somebody clue me in.
I'm wearing it. It was a Christmas gift from Bambi. I'm wearing it for like, I think till the end of January. Then I'm going to forget where I put it.
Yeah, really, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Vinny, when's your birthday? I'm going to re-gift.
Oh, next week.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
he might actually. He probably would be able to figure it out.
I've got just the perfect gift for you. You're going to love it.
Okay. Make sure you tell me what app to download for it.
It's called Grinder.
No, he's already got that.
I love you guys. You guys make my day. Honestly, this was not a not to take a somber, sad turn, but this was not a. I have insomnia, so I went to bed an hour and a half ago.
Oh wow!
And then my alarm woke me up for this shit.
Wow!
So,
wow. Sorry to disappoint.
But still, I still want to know why we can't see you.
He doesn't want to be on
because I'm not on camera.
I see him.
Okay.
You know, he looks like a little bit, Vinny. Do you remember in the 80s, Carl Lewis?
Yes.
Carl Lewis?
He won like seven gold medals at the 88 Olympics or something.
Oh my God.
He looked a little bit like
I do not look
a little round Carl Lewis. He was a bit skinny, but you know.
Oh,
no. Now you got a dissatisfied look on your face. You were smiling before. There you go.
I get
like
Wayne.
You just won a gold.
I get Wayne. My agent used to tell everybody when she would describe me, he's a Wayne Brady type.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but the agent's also working on commission.
Now, where's this guy been all my life, Stephanie? Where have you been hiding him?
You can't get away. Once you know him, you can't get away from him.
No matter how you try.
He wraps you up. He consumes you.
It's
He
true.
swallows you up, and
It's
you're done.
true. It is very true.
I'm going to say something about that. As soon as Carol leads, let me bring up the swallowing part. But terrible.
Can I leave for that too?
That's a rumor.
You know what, Chris? Stephanie does this thing where she acts like she's the most innocent, I can wear a white dress at my next wedding person. And it's the furthest from the truth.
Oh, are we going to also today talk about her shitty texting?
Let's talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about it because she says my texting.
So literally,
oh my God,
she's such a C word when she texts.
Like, see you next Tuesday? Are you? Oh my God.
Yes,
okay.
Because you'll be like, texting this. She'll be like, no time. Check your emails. Like, what the fuck? So I saw the band. I go, look at the text.
You're high maintenance.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'll point at you when it's your turn. I go to Bambi. Go, look at the freaking text. That she goes, I know. That's how she texted me. I thought she didn't like me. I said, no, I know she likes me, and that's how she texted me. I think she texts everybody that way.
So where is she? Get Bambi out here.
No, she's gone home.
You know what my favorite thing she does when she texts, Chris? When you give her information, but she decides her brain is going to alter the dates, times, and the way the information goes. So she just sends you the text a matter of fact. Hey, this is what
on that cue.
Yeah. Hey, this is what we're doing Tuesday, 4:00.
Goodbye.
Meet here.
Goodbye. Maybe we'll watch you dance.
It was
later.
Friday. Nope, not in Stephanie's world. But you gotta love her. Hey, everybody has things we gotta love.
Nobody cares about this. Are you editing this out?
No.
I think everybody should know you're not as nice as you appear.
Anybody that knows me already knows that. So
good point.
Hey, plus you guys, you're
nice
in the
is
Northeast.
overrated.
You're in the Northeast. You get a pass. Okay.
It's what people expect.
Yeah, they go, they're from the Northeast. It's okay.
You know what's funny? The Northeast of England, where I'm also from, is kind of the same way. So it's got a lot of attitude. Jordy's.
I love it.
Is there, getting back to what we were talking about, is there a big difference in, okay, so of course me, not being in here, don't understand the styles. When you're designing dresses, it has a lot to do with the actual dance that's being done, but also the type of competition, right? So you're doing something in the UK is going to be designed differently than if you guys are doing it in a competition in New York, or am I?
Yes, but for different reasons than you think. So, and it also depends on the client. So at the moment, the current, I think 3 times undefeated world professional champion, obviously we're making their clothes. They're obviously going to make the final, and we hope they're going to win again. Then we've got the world amateur champion, he's just turned pro. So we're hoping to help them get into the final.
Mhm.
And then you have other couples or something. Oh, is that the studio dancing? And then you have other couples who are trying to get in the semifinals. So the first thing you got to consider is where are they with their competition level, and what are they trying to achieve? Because
Okay.
you don't want things to, you don't ever want you taking a chance on the costume to be the reason why they didn't get the result they wanted. But more importantly, it's about the venue, the ballroom, the lighting, the mood. Like Blackpool, which is the second major, that's in a town in the northwest of England called Blackpool. It's the British Open Championships. So that's a huge, huge ballroom. It's very traditional, conservative. You never want to do anything that's going to be disrespectful to the venue. But the
Mhm.
World Championships normally, and also Assen in particular, the Dutch Open, you can really kind of like take some chances. So you'll find a lot of the times if we're trying to do something a bit out there, we'll try it out at a different competition, and then have it figured out by the time we take to one of these big ones.
Have you ever, has there ever come a time where, because of course the client wants what the client wants, but did you ever have to talk someone out of what you want is not really a good idea?
Only about 99.9% of the time.
For real? Are you
For real.
serious?
Yeah.
Or are you just joking?
No, for real.
Is it sometimes because it just aesthetically won't work or it practically won't work?
Very few people view themselves the way they are viewed by others.
This is true.
Um,
Stephanie
so
thinks the
you
same. So
know
yeah.
that's that. And then I might like, for example, the way Brad Pitt dressed in Ocean's 11.
Hmm.
But no matter how slim or in shape I want to get, I'm always going to be more Tom Cruise than Brad Pitt. Shorter, boxier. That's just the frame. So you have to understand that you can like things for other people, but and especially pro-am ladies, they might, I know what questions to ask them to find out the things they are liking, but they're not designing their own dresses. I'm doing that. And I'm taking elements of what they like and saying, okay, let's put this on your frame. What works for you? And then we could consider this and consider that. But even the top pros, often you are saving them from themselves. I think about that scene in Jerry Maguire where and we're just talking about Tom Cruise, where he's like, no, help me, help you, help me, help you. Like I remember the scene because I'm like, yes, that's me. Just let me do what it is I do. Just dance and I'll do this. So yeah.
Stephanie, do you like when you get ready to do a competition because you do competitions and you have students, or do you call them students or you call them something else?
Yeah,
To
students.
the
Yeah,
face.
well, it depends on what day it is. But anyway,
Do you have the idea of what you want in your head and you've had to go to Chris before and he say, Stephanie, no.
he's definitely tailored and reined me in. And when me and Vincent were competing for many many years,
Mhm.
he designed most of our costumes. And really, you get to the point when you, like he was saying, with trust, and when you're just like, okay, this is like, especially with show dances, our big thing was show dances. So he would,
Yeah.
what is the music? What is the theme? What are you guys doing? And then he's like, this is what we're, and he would just send us costumes, and it would be perfect.
A common mistake that people make with is this what we should be talking about? It's boring. But a common
Oh,
mistake that people, when they want things showcase costumes, like a costume, let's say they, so you understand, Kiona, there's competition dancing and there's shows. So competition dancing, it's normally 5 dances. In the Latin division, it's cha-cha, samba, rumba, paso doble, jive. And they compete all of those dances many rounds against everybody else competing all of those dances. A showcase or theater arts or theatrical and things like that, you're doing one number to a set piece of music and it's only you on the floor. I would say a common mistake that people make with that is they get too wrapped up the specific words of a song or even the authenticity of if it was a Frank said, I just did this recently with somebody, if come fly with me. Come fly with me, let's go down to Peru. That one, right?
mhm.
So, and they're like getting all into like, well, Frank Sinatra, when he was doing this. I'm like, no, 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 no. None of that matters. You're going to be
Right.
standing in
Yeah,
front
no,
of,
that's what I'm talking about. You have the vision that we can't have, because that's not our talent. Our talent is on the dance floor. And with my students, like he's designed many many times for my students. I just last time, right now, I'm like, do whatever you want. What color you pick? I literally like, I want to look. It's not like because I don't care, because of course you always care what you look like, but it's because I trust him.
I mean, look, I make duds. It's not like
Mhm.
but the thing is, normally I'm recognizing it when it's a dud before anybody else does, and I'll just replace it. We replace it. So
Gotcha.
we just that's what I was going to say before. Never worry too much about taking something to pieces if you know how it was made in the first place, because you can put it back together. Or if the worst comes to worst, I'm not a surgeon. That would be much more stressful. Everything we're doing it can be replaced. It's materials, rhinestones, glue, and thread, and whatnot.
I like it. Listen, I know this is the beginning, so kind of getting a breakdown of what you're doing, because there's going to be a lot of people watching this that have no idea what any of this is. So the last two this episode and the one before, gives a really good kind of backdrop, because in the future you guys are just going to be talking, and people gonna be like, "What? What the hell is what's dance competition?" Now, my only recollection dance competitions were watching those movies in the 80s that would be like 70s dance competitions. Of course, it's Hollywooded, so that's my only representation of what goes on in the dance world.
I'm sorry. I think that if people like fashion and artistry and design, I think that they would really appreciate learning about this particular world, because I don't think that the general public knows about the fact that we have designers that are equivalent to the top the top luxury designers of the world, and who designs for Academy Awards and things like that, because that's really where we're at right now. So I think that people, I don't know.
I'm going to tell you what people would be the most interested to learn about the dance world, and Chris already knows it, and you
Oh
know
no,
it.
here we
They
go.
want to know what's the drama behind the scenes.
Okay, so actually, you want to know? You want to
Yeah.
know? There's actually something quite dramatic going on at this UK's championship.
Uh-oh.
When is this thing gonna?
This is going to be next Wednesday.
Ooh, the day before the competition.
Oh, it sounds like we have to do a follow-up episode for the day after.
Maybe. So there is. Are we like? I can mention people's names because I'm not talking shit about anybody. I'm just saying factual. So the previous world champion, I used to make his clothes for 5 years. Charles Badger. And I only made his clothes, not his partners. We wanted to. I think she more or less made her own with somebody. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So for 5 years, because I went straight from Ricardo and Yulia, who were the 10 times undefeated world champion. I made all of their costumes, and I have until this day for like the last 14, 15 years. So they retired. Charles then became the world champion, and I was making his clothes. So I kind of seamlessly continued making the world champion's clothes. Anyway, long story short, I'm not going to, I won't elaborate on my thinking of why different things happen. Long story short, Doran and Marina, who were the couple sort of right level with Charles and kind of close to, they beat him sometimes, he beat them, they were competing with him. They had contacted me and asked if I would be interested in making their clothes. And I'm like, yeah, of course, I'd love to. So let's just say when Charles found out about this, he wasn't thrilled. I asked, we put this ad together. It was called Jordy Boys, and it was all the guys. So it was Doran, it was Charles, it was Salvo, it was Ricardo, it was all we called it Jordy Boys. And all I wanted him to do was to, I'm not into social media so much, but
Tag you?
the other thing on Instagram when you
Tag
collaborate.
Collaborate. Okay.
And he wouldn't do it. And he still hadn't done it to this day. So long story short, I had to terminate that relationship. So respectfully, nicely, at least on my behalf, it was respectful, nicely. And then he moves on. He's getting his clothes from someone in Hong Kong, actually, and he injures himself at an event in Tokyo and goes through his foot or his ankle or something. And he's never danced since then. And him and his partner of like 20 years split it's quite nastily how that split.
I want to hear about that.
It was
We all
I
want to
can't
know.
remember can't remember all the details specifically, but there was a lot of airing of grievances online. And these are people who've been together like 20 odd years. And it was kind of like throwing people under the bus a little bit.
That's a long
So
time. I didn't realize they were together that long.
yeah. So anyway, So then he's been retired. It's been over a year now, year and a half ago that all happened. And now Dasha, who back in the day used to be second or third behind Ricardo and Yulia when she danced with Stefano De Filippo. Troll's coming out of retirement after injury, after Ina, after everything, and is now dancing with Dasha. Now Troll's has got a little bit of a habit of entering big competitions and then bailing at the last minute. He did 2 Blackpools in a row. That's a fact. He's
Well, what's
supposedly
a Blackpool for people who don't
Blackpool
know?
is the British Open Championships. It's the second major competition
Okay.
and the biggest one. And 2 years in a row, he was entered. I was there making his clothes, everything like that. And then the Thursday morning, leaves the town before the comp. So we're going to see, first of all, because he's supposed to be dancing next Thursday. There's his first competition with Dasha. Doran and Marina are going to be there. Nino and Andrew are going to be there. All these ones, and nobody knows where he's going to.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, it's huge. It's huge.
Yeah, but if he doesn't have a Jordy outfit on, so
Yeah, what chance? Exactly.
Oh, well, okay, here we go.
No. There is look,
no,
he's
I
a
know. Trust me, he's
super
very
talented dancer.
Yeah.
Super talented dancer.
Yeah,
Um,
very talented.
you know, and so is Dasha. But I think there's subtleties that and qualities that people have been dancing together for many, many years that Doran and Marina have that you just can't you can't replicate that no matter how talented you are. You can't just get together and just do that. So I think the general consensus is we'll see. But the general consensus is he'll be in the final, but lower down because they won't have all of those nuances together. And then the big question is, how's he going to deal with that? Can he handle it? Kind of like psychologically, you were the champion, you're on top of everything. Can you be patient to climb it? I don't know. I'm just a dress designer.
I'm just a dress designer who's at every show and can hear
I'm
everything.
just the girl who can't say no.
Oh my
Well,
God.
well, you know where that movie's from? I'm just the girl who can't say no.
No, where's that from?
I'm gonna wash that man right out of my head. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my head. None of these? Bali High,
Have
they
you
call you.
have you
South
seen
Pacific.
have you
South
seen me? I have no
Pacific.
idea what you're talking about. Oh, South Pacific. I have not seen South Pacific.
Me either.
Oh, you gotta watch it. Are you kidding? My ex-wife, we kissed for the first time after
Mhm.
watching that movie when I was 18 years old. It's a
Wow.
lovely, very romantic movie.
Oh, all right.
It was in my mom and dad's house. They'd gone to bed, and she was just going to her room. Took a chance and kissed her before she went to bed. What a player!
Oh,
Oh, look at you. Look back then that was a home run. Now if you're not getting it, it doesn't mean anything.
Oh my God!
Times have
Listen, you're
changed.
speaking to the wrong guy. I'm uptight Catholic. I was. I think I'm still a virgin.
Yeah, that's not true.
No, for real. My mom. Listen to this. My mom, because I dated a lot of girls when I was dancing. It was like, but it was I was just kissing, cuddling always. And my mom used to say to me, Christopher, when you're alone with a girl, I'm watching you.
oh,
When you're with a girl and you're asking yourself, what should I do?
That's just
so
all kinds of
Catholic.
I
that's all
still
kinds
think
of
she's
creepy.
watching me right now. I tell Bambi, my wife, I'm like,
You know what? That
That
tells
is-
you how times have changed. You could say that to your kid back then. If my sister says that to my nephew, he's gonna look at it and goes, "Mom, that's low key creepy."
I think it's it. Mom, I'm calling the authorities.
Yeah, and you know
You're
what's
right.
lucky? Well, you
Different
got
world.
lucky then because normally it's the people whose parents and religious background is so uptight. Those are the ones who are usually the freakiest, like the preacher's kid, the cop's kid, the principal's kid. The ones who have the more authority and the more you can't do that. We've come to learn when we were kids that those are the ones that are the most ready to explode.
No,
So,
I'm still terrified of sex.
stop it.
Nobody believes that, but okay.
No, but you know what? I get him though. I'm 47, and the first time I lost my virginity at 23, I was one of those fools that was waiting till marriage,
Oh,
and then when I finally got some at 23, I was like, "What the hell was I waiting on?"
I waited until I was 20.
What a story to end this podcast on.
on me and Chris's fertility. Is that's what we're ending it on?
Virginity.
Hey,
Stephanie,
but you know what?
did you notice, by the way, Stephanie wasn't
I'm
dissing
not
anyone.
contributing to this section of the podcast. Okay.
It's different. We already know
I-
the double standards. It's different rules for women, so we're
There
not
are
going to
certain
subject to
things
her
that-
to that.
We don't talk
Yeah,
about.
me and Chris do not have 50 kids running around here, so
That we know of.
Whoa, buddy.
They're all out in the other rooms.
Yes,
Yeah, okay. You want to? We'll end with a joke.
Well, before we end, so just remind everybody. So next week you're going where?
Oh, can we? We should record one from Bournemouth.
Yeah, that'd be a good members only video. Yeah, Stephanie, you're gonna be there too.
No, I'll go.
You're not
If
coming,
I knew
Stephanie?
we were
What the hell?
filming, I'll go. No, I'm not going to be there. But I could, we could.
You're supposed to be his camera crew.
Listen, I have no problem.
Okay. Stephanie's like, I got stuff to do too, John.
She's like, I got
No,
life.
I'll do that. I would go. I mean, it's a little short
Do we have that kind of budget?
Yeah, because she's got to go first class. Got to have 4 meals.
Sounds good to me.
She likes her water half Fiji, half Dasani.
It's better than I thought. I thought you'd have to go private.
Wow.
All right, so let's hear this. We don't want to leave we don't want to die of anticipation.
Okay.
What's the joke? Let me put him on the big screen, Stephanie. Let's see what happens.
Let's do it.
So this person had been told on for the last 18 years by her parents, whatever you do, don't open the basement door. And she's always respected it. She never ever opened the basement door for 18 years of her life. She just stayed away from that door because her parents told her she shouldn't do it. But today she thought, well, I'm 18 and I'm going to do it. I'm going to open the basement door. And then she did, and she saw it daylight.